Hi everybody from a beautiful day in Cyrodiil. So today I thought we'd have a look at the actual vanilla housing. What does the game give you, or what is available? So the first one we're going to start with is this. It's the Waterfront Shack. The location, can't fault it, right? It is, oh, perfection. And look at the water. This remaster is so beautiful. I am enjoying myself immensely. So this is it. This is your little shack. I love the fact that there's actually smoke coming out the roof. This will cost you 2,000 gold, however, and that's just for an empty shell. And then for every upgrade, it's another 400 gold. Rubbish. I always like to check just in case, you never know. This is a big fat tease, isn't it? It looks like you've got a cellar. You do not have a cellar, and that doesn't work, and there's no upgrade for that. So, boo. I'm sure there's going to be a mod out there somewhere. I will, hope that one comes anyway that would allow you to upgrade this even further, make it a bit bigger. But let me show the inside after it's decorated. Honestly, massively disappointing. I'm pleased to say at least there's a nice warm fire, some storage, a bed, cobwebs. It's pretty dire, right? I feel poor. I actually do. There's not even a window. And yeah, it's kind of sad. In the drawers, you get bits and pieces, None of your nice velvet clothes, sackcloth. So they've made it really obvious that, yeah, this is it. I mean, I guess if there was nothing else, you would be pleased to have it, right? But as it is, I'd rather just hang out at a mage guild than have this. But that's just me. Especially when you think of what's available for mods. Literally any of my modded properties are nicer than this one. Alright then, so that's the very, very basic starter home. Let's head on to something a bit more salubrious. Okay, now we're at Churl and we're looking at Arborwatch. This is 20,000 gold to buy, and you have to buy it from Countess Valgo in the castle. And you have to get disposition with her. So, to do that, I took down an Oblivion gate outside the city, and I also did a ridiculous quest that I can't remember the name of. Please hold. Yeah, it was called Canvass the Castle, and it was a right nuisance, actually. It was like a whodunit, which I appreciate, I love, but it really wasn't done terribly well, I didn't think. Let me know your view if you have done it. Anyway, look how pretty this is at night time with all the stained glass. So it's right next to the Mages Guild. Each upgrade is going to cost you between 1,500 and 2,000 gold. Yikes. And this place doesn't even have a fireplace, which I'm kind of like, what? That's surprisingly awful. Anyway, the house itself is pretty cool. It's very large. Plenty of storage in it. And, yeah. It's alright. It's got good decoration. And then upstairs, I mean, it does say there's servants' quarters, but you can't actually have any servants here. That I'm aware of, anyway. I don't know. I don't know. So here's a cute little single bedroom. Again, with the cobwebs. You can tell nobody's lived in it for a while. I love this idea. Being a writer sitting by your window, if only you could get a view outside. And just, writing your novel. Nice, this one's rather nice. I quite like the sort of yellow velvet cover. Very cute. Okay, let's carry on. And then over the other side of the staircase, the suite. So this is your bedroom. Very nice, quite plain. But, decent, right? It's okay. I must say that popping into Skyrim like I am and then coming back into Oblivion, I'm finding it really hard to kind of adjust to no mannequins and no display areas, and I can't put books on my bookshelves and, those kind of things I'm really missing in this game. Anyway, let's hope for more mods, eh? Okay, let's go and have a look at another one. Okay, now we're in Anvil and we're going to look at Benirus Manor. So this comes from a quest. You need to speak to a guy called Velwyn. You can buy the house. It's only 5k. It's in a bit of a dilapidated state. And once you've purchased it, you'll continue with the little quest. And after all of that is done, which is great fun, by the way, I really actually enjoyed that quest. It was well written and yeah, cool. All of it gets upgraded. You can see this wall's been rebuilt. Slightly different colour stone than the original. I love that, actually. I think that's clever. And yeah, so this is a nice looking house. We've seen it before in the mod form, which I showed you the other day. I've got my shutters all fixed up here. And yeah, it's a nice place. All of the back still needs fixing. Okay, let's get in and have a look. Let me show you around. Personally, this is one of my favourites so far, not least of all because the quest that came with it was actually a really good one and I enjoyed it. And this is cosy looking, right? So nice. It's slightly bigger than the modded one, I think, or it certainly was the last time I looked at that mod, which has been upgraded several times since I did that video. So we've got some decorations in here. When you're doing the quest, it's a bit of a mess in this place. But once you finish the quest, which I still need to hand in actually, it does tidy up magically, you know. It's cool. I love the windows. I love the structure. I would love a house like this IRL. I'm not even joking. Oh my goodness. Imagine having a little room like this. It would be my study. Oh, it's so nice. And yeah, this one does work. If you go out here, you don't end up on the ground floor, you do end up on your balcony. And what a balcony! This is so cool, right? Oh, what a gorgeous day. Fabulous. Right next to the church bells. I grew up listening to church bells and church bell practice. I'm sure there's a word for it, but I've forgotten what it is right now. Every Thursday, and I miss it now that I don't have access to those bells, weirdly. Okay, so down here, this is huge. And it has a secret area. Who doesn't want one of those? Goes on down. It's kind of creepy, but so much fun down here. So yeah, here's your... It's a bit like going into Diagon Alley. Do you know what I mean? So cool. See if I can close it up. There we go. Brilliant. Oh my goodness, I love that. I love it so much. As you're doing the quest, you won't be able to get this to open until you get to the particular part of the quest, but you can see that clearly something's going on there. And then down here, this is where you'll face your final boss and be able to pick up some goodies. And actually, I don't think I looted this chest. Let me show you. There was a sack. Yeah, lots of good things, right? Including water walking. Nice. In fact, I'll take that. I'm pretty sure I've got some boots of water walking somewhere, but God knows what I've done with them. Put them somewhere. In one of my multitude of modded homes. Alright then, and then there's one more that I'll show you today, which is probably the best one, but I'll let you be the judge of that. Alright. Okay then, finally for today, we have Frostcrag Spire. This is quite a remarkable home and possibly the best one of all of them, but let's get down and have a closer look. Okay, so we really are up in the middle of blinking nowhere, so there it is. You've got to find your way up, head for Knoll Mountain, and then you'll find it quite easily. It's just a bit further up from that. It's quite a remarkable looking place, actually. Wow. Beautiful design, whoever built this. It really is lovely. And you'll notice I have an Atronach with me, courtesy of this home, actually. Hi, they look quite fantastic, don't they? Better than the Skyrim ones. Okay, so once you come in, here you go, a little memoir for you, just to give you all the information about the home. You can pause the video to read it if you'd like to. It did cost quite a bit. I honestly can't even remember how much now to get the upgrades. But wow, has this place come into its own since I did. So I thought these were going to be the portals to the Mages Guild, but they're not. I was like, what's going on? Why don't mine work? And as you can see here, this is where your atronachs pop out. And we'll have a look at the altar in a second. But as you can see, we've got a vault and we've got a living area. So this is how you travel within the home. I distinctly remember there being a Frostcrag mod for Skyrim, actually. I'm blooming sure I've seen it donkey's years ago. And so this seemed quite familiar to me. Look at all this beautiful area there, right? And then as you come on up, we have your Atronach altar here. And so as long as you've got your corresponding frost salts or fire salts, then your little person will pop up from here. And then you can follow them, you know, have them follow you, dismiss, whatever, the usual. Okay, so mage tallow candles are required in order to get your altar of spell making, as well as your altar of enchanting to work. And you can buy those along with the upgrades. They're quite pricey. I am loving these banners though. Oh, they are so nice. Okay, let's have a look at the rest of the building. It feels so wizardy and magical in here. I'm digging it, I really am. Okay, let's go to that one last. Let's have a look at the vault first. And one of the really nifty features about this is that your vault has these little dudes. Your imp vault guardians. They are so blinking cute. There are, I don't even know how many chests in here. I haven't counted them. A lot. And really useful self-storage. Nice. And yeah, I like this. I like it very much indeed. I thought I got it all wrong actually. In my head, this is where the alchemy garden was going to be. Manor. So let's head over to the living area. Because this is cool. Here's you sort of turn up in your bedroom. Very comfy, cozy, cute looking little bed. So very small indeed. And here's your alchemy area, which is nice. You get a boost, alchemical brilliance added to your spell list. Your skills temporarily increased by 15. Love that. Oh yeah, you can, I'll show you this. I'd forgotten about it because it's not that exciting. It's basically a viewing platform. But wow, right? Amazing. God, the game looks fab. It really does. Okay. Alright, so back to the living area. This is where you'll find your portals to the Mages Guild. All of them, actually. As you see. Which is really cool, because I thought, well, maybe they'll only come alive, so to speak, as and when you've got your recommendation from each one. But no, you can just go to all of them. Which is brilliant. Okay. And then we get into the alchemy area, which is my favourite spot of all. I mean, look at this. Oh, little tiny thin windows. And yes, it works. How cool would it be if the roof opened? Oh my goodness. Shouldn't get so carried away, but I see things as I go around and think, oh yeah, this is what I would do, you know? Anyway, here it is. Beautiful gardens, full of ingredients, some common, some more exotic, and some even more exotic. So yeah, I love that. I love that we have all this at our disposal, at our fingertips. And yeah, look at these banners. Like constellations. How nice. Oh, brilliant. Okay then, right, well, I'm going to call that the end of this wee video and say thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Do let me know which one was your favourite home. As and when I get the rest, I will bring you those too, so there'll be an update or another part 2 to this coming at some point. And for now, I'll call that the end, say thanks so much for watching, and I will see you soon for the next one. Take care and stay safe, everybody.